What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful. Welcome. If you're new to this beautiful channel, welcome to this beautiful channel. And if you're not new, well, welcome back. As always, you guys, I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for everybody who follows me. Thank you so much for everybody who loves everything that I do, who cherishes all the messages that I give. Thank you for everybody who understands for the predictions that don't come out and the predictions that I get wrong, because I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes, and I'll never shy away from that. I'm always going to remember that, because every time I get too in my head, oh, I'm powerful, oh, this and that, boom, they knock me down. But anyways, you guys, this is going to be the predictions for the year 2022. What is this year going to bring to us? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Or should we expect a better year? Absolutely. We're going to get started with that. But first, before we go, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys always hit the like button, and make sure you guys follow me on all my social medias, which I leave you guys the link at the bottom in the description of the video. So it's called the Beacons AI. You click that one, and that's going to take you to all my social medias. And I only have one Instagram. It's Raphaelsinsights, spelled just like that. RAPHAELSINSIGHTS. Yeah, it's spelled just like that. So if any other Instagram messages you guys, and I don't reach out to people through Instagram. I used to do that, but only people who message me, but I never message first, and I never add random people as well. So please, if someone's trying to add you randomly, it's not me. The card of death is also going to be dominating more presidents, political people in power. A president, vice president is going to resign, start getting sick, pass away, or be removed. There's still, and mainly I'm seeing it mid-year. I'm seeing it mid to the end of 2022 is really when it starts coming up, like June to the end of 2022 is when it starts coming up. But the energy of death continues to follow all people in power. There's still going to be a higher people up there beyond the government that's going to be controlling and causing people to be removed. The card of the Fool is telling me that young people are going to be put in power. Young people are going to be put in power. Young people are the ones that are going to be rising up. Something to be on the lookout for. But I do see another president, more presidents or vice presidents being removed from power, resigning, or passing away, or beginning to get sick. Some of them that are being dominated by this card, well, all of them are really honestly being dominated, but the main ones is Joe Biden is being dominated by the card of death. Nicolás Maduro, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, Queen Elizabeth, and the one in Argentina. The president in Argentina and the vice president are also being surrounded by this energy. DACA. What's going to happen with DACA? This year I do see celebrations. I do see either DACA being reinvented, changed, but reinstated. This year I definitely do see it. But I see a lot of protests in the beginning of the first 6 months of this year of 2022, and then celebrations after the next 6 months, the final 6 months of this year of 2022. As of June is actually when I'm seeing celebrations, but I see a lot of protests for these next few months in terms of DACA. With DACA, I definitely see that the young are going to be able to push DACA to be reinstated or reinvented for them, for a new generation. There was something that I saw that left me so in awe that I have to add it into this video, which I don't really do videos for famous people unless I see something, and I did see something for Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, she needs to take care of herself because tragedy is surrounding her. Ever since I saw her promo for her new show, I saw something very dark behind her. Every time I see her clouded in darkness. There's something that I like to call dark clouds. It's like if I look at you and it's like a shadow. Instead of looking at you, I just see a shadow in front of you, and I call them dark clouds. What that means is that something dark is following this person. Selena Gomez, something dark is following you. Something dark is following Selena Gomez, and it's trying to cause a tragic accident, death, sickness. COVID is definitely surrounding Selena Gomez, and I definitely see Selena Gomez catching it. But that's not what's shocking me. It's the way that they told me. So they said Selena, the name Selena carries a lot of negative energy, and death is surrounding Selena Gomez, and she needs to take care of herself, because I see a tragic accident, vehicle accidents or accidents in general that could potentially be fatal. So definitely I would recommend you to get some sort of a cleanse, to pray for her fans, to pray for her, because there's something very dark that's causing her anxiety, her depression. And the thing that I saw behind her that was very dark was death. Death is following her. The card of the Tower. Climate. How is climate going to be? Climate is going to be very apocalyptic. This year we're going to look at climate and we're going to think it's the end of the world. It's going to be very aggressive. It's going to be a good year in rebirth and removing all this thing that COVID-19 did. But the devil's still very, very free, and his demons. And there's a lot of negative energy that's so much in the air, in space, and everywhere. It's scattered everywhere. And we need to be more positive. We need to pray. But what do I mean by chaotic? I mean by apocalyptic. I mean the cold is going to look very apocalyptic. The earthquakes are going to feel very apocalyptic. The volcanic eruptions are going to feel very apocalyptic. The hurricanes are going to feel very apocalyptic. I already told you that the weather's flipped, and that I see places that are not supposed to get tornadoes. Places that's not supposed to snowing. Places that are not supposed to be hot, very, very hot. Places are very warm. Places, it's just everywhere. It's just topsy-turvy, right? But the one thing that I'm seeing is that the cold is going to be freezing places that don't normally freeze. That there's going to be states, towns, cities without power due to the cold. Texas freezing over again. And just places that are not supposed to snowing, and places that rarely snowing, record breaking. The weather's just very, very, it's going to be very aggressive. I'll definitely have to go into depth with every single month whenever I predict it, but it's going to be very, very aggressive, very chaotic. And then the thing that I see, and I know we've all seen Don't Look Up, there's something up, because before I even watched that movie, I had a prophecy given to me. And in this prophecy, I was standing in the middle of a city, and I look up, and I watched this whole thing go down. And I look up, and all of a sudden I see a meteor, like a big chunk of rock, very, very big, doesn't burn out in our atmosphere, and it hits the water, and it causes earthquakes, and it causes a tsunami, which tells me something's up. I'm seeing something that they're not telling us, and it also tells me that there's going to be a very significant meteor that's going to hit the earth this year. Something to be looking at, or a lot of movement in space in terms of meteor. So earthquakes are going to be very aggressive, tsunamis, storms like never seen before, the cold like never seen before, record breaking, earthquakes stronger than last year, volcanic eruptions very out of control. The weather is absolutely, we're going to look at the weather, and we're going to feel like we're living the apocalypse. So we need to be very prepared in terms of climate. The sun in terms of solar flares are going to be that's even going to be very radical, stronger than ever. Solar flares, record-breaking solar flares more aggressive, causing problems for our technology, causing problems for issues left and right. But also droughts for California, and places that usually suffer from droughts, and places that don't get hot or aren't supposed to warm up are going to be very hot or very warm. The sun is going to be ruling this year in terms of earthquakes, and in terms of solar flares and heat, record-breaking heat, breaking it from last year again. So again, what's going on? But yes, you guys, that is it. That's all my predictions that I have for you today. That's all my predictions that I have for you for this video. It was definitely my pleasure. It's not for you to be shocked. It's for you to be prepared. It's not for you to be afraid. It's for you to be prepared. All these messages, I know a lot of you have watched Encanto, and if you guys pay attention to Bruno, they don't like Bruno because everyone in the town don't like Bruno because Bruno tells them the truth. And people turn to look at them like, oh, he's crazy or he's scary, like he's telling me all this bad stuff. He's the one that has bad news. He's the one that only sees bad visions or only sees bad things. But this world is not all rainbows and butterflies. We have to, we who see beyond can't always just choose to see good. Those who really see can see the truth, and the truth is that things are really messed up, and we need to be prepared. Those messages that we receive are so we can be prepared. So don't fall behind. Prepare yourself. Be prepared for whatever you need to be prepared. Have a plan A, B, and C this year. But thank you guys so much for everything. It is my pleasure to bring you these predictions, and it was an absolute pleasure to be here with you guys and to be able to film this for you. And I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to pass the video, and also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow all my social medias. Bye-bye.